What's up, guys? This is your boy DZD, aka the Drank Kang, Purple World Entertainment, and you are live inside the Dungeon Palace Studios once again. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video and checking it out. As always, before we get started, popping up on screen right now, just a few of the new subscribers that have hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much. I always like to shout a few of you guys out whenever I can. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Keep supporting the channel. If you have not clicked on that subscribe button yet and you are new to the channel, please do so now. Click that subscribe button, click that bell icon, because you do not want to miss the content that I have coming for you guys. Just a quick notice for you guys, stay tuned for the ending of this video because you don't want to miss the special surprise that I got coming for you guys. So stay tuned till the end. I was speaking to a few other producers who I help out with their beats, and these guys were asking me questions on some techniques on how I get my melodies to sound the way they sound. So that's what I'm gonna be tackling with you guys in this video. I'm gonna take you through a few techniques that I use to get my melodies to sound nice and to get them to fall flush with the beat and to make everything sound as good as possible. A few of these techniques are very basic, a few of these techniques are very detailed. So pay close attention in this video, sit back, relax. I'm gonna take you to the MPC software and let's get to work. Let's do it. All right, my people, we are live inside the MPC software once again. I have a nice little instrument pulled up. It's a nice little guitar pluck sound. I may drop a little melody and then, go back and click some things in. Let's jump right in and get it rocking. Let's do it. All right, so now that we laid the melody down, you can highlight all of your notes just by clicking Control and A. And then you can kind of shift down, you can just shift them down by using the down and up arrow. And that kind of gives you a different texture just so you can kind of go through the notes. See, I kind of like how this sounds right here. Just shifting it down. Usually with these type of beats, I'll go on and pull up this halftime plugin right here. Put it on like 1 bar. And this is what you get right here. It warps the sound and slows it down. Now that sounds a little bland, but see right here at this bar right here, this is how you kind of mix in the sound. So you can kind of take it off a little bit. That way you can still hear the melody behind it, but it'll still have this nice little warp sound to it. So check this out. So that's just a little trick that I wanted to show you guys. Sometimes you can switch those melodies up and down. Just highlight all of your MIDI notes and then use the arrow keys to move them back and forth. After you create the melody, and then you'll get some interesting sounds. It'll kind of give the beat a different feel. Just because you start out with a certain sound or a certain type, it doesn't mean you have to stick with that. You know, shift it up and down and see what works. Another tip in making good melodies is you don't have to overthink your melodies. You don't have to overthink your music production. Hear some things, trust your ear, and go with it. When I made this first melody in this video, the melody here, when I made this melody, you guys heard it. You know, I just kind of fiddled around with the pads, and then I just went with something. I just trust my talent. I trust my ear. I've been in a studio working with other producers that, you know, the beat will take 20 minutes to make, and 18 minutes was spent on the melody. And I can understand, you know, the melody is one of the most important parts in the beat. I'm not saying you just go with any old thing, but trust your ear. If you've been doing this for a while, trust your ear and just go with it. You know, you don't have to keep the melody like it is. I'll switch up a melody 3 times in a beat just because I don't like what's going on with it, or I heard something else that I want to do with it. Don't overthink the process. If you have to change a few things up, don't be scared to do it. You know, change it up, do what you have to do. But that's a really, really good tip that I just wanted to give you guys. When you're making melodies, hear it and then do it. Don't overthink it, just roll with it. Another good tip that I use with my melodies is after you've created everything, you know, you have your texture sound or you have a little thing that's a little rhythm that's going. There's a point in time that I pull up an EQ, put it on my melody, and I go frequency hunting real quick. I just look for some bad frequencies that don't belong in the melody. Sometimes you'll hear it, sometimes you won't, but in most cases you will. Let's do that real quickly with this and check out what I do with the EQ. See, so I just kind of found those resonant frequencies. I've been doing this for so long that I know pretty much what to look for. If you look at the bottom down here, you know, right here in the numbers here, I know that the 2K to 4K range, there's always something around there. I always know that, you know, so I always check that. I always know that in between the 400 to 600 range, there's a boxy type of wonky sound that hangs around there sometimes in melodies. So I always check that as well. And, you know, you don't have to pull them all the way down like this. You know, you can just kind of drop them out just a bit because you don't want to take out too much of the sounds that you actually need. Boost up the frequency, sweep around, and then you'll be able to kind of find where those frequencies don't match. Another very important tip for making melodies and getting them to sound nice. This tip doesn't have much to do with your melodies, but it has a lot to do with what you put on top of your melodies. I myself like to lay chords in the back of my melodies. Sometimes I'll flip the same melody and I'll use it kind of like a counter melody for the original melody. So I have a piano pulled up. I'm gonna put the MPC in chord mode. And then we're just gonna lay down some quick chords to go over this melody. Let's do it. Now what I do is I pull up my EQ, and then I also go to my melody EQ, which is on the second track. Let's pull up that EQ. Okay. Now I have my melody EQ on the right, and then my counter melody EQ on the left. So the job is to look at where this EQ spikes and then to drop out a little bit of that frequency here, because I don't want the melody fighting with the frequency that's in the counter melody. If you look at where this counter melody spikes, right here in this area, this is where all the frequencies are in the actual melody. And then in a counter melody, I look at the gauge here from 4, 6, 8K to 1K to 2K, all of this range. That's what I went here and I dug down. Look what will happen if I raise it. You'll hear it. Instantly, the chords give your melody a nice little jump because it sits right in the back of it. So automatically, your melody sounds nice, rich, and full, just with this small little EQ trick right here. All right, man, let's get to dropping some drums on this beat and turn this little melody that we made into something nice, man. Let's do it. I already have a nice little hi-hat and percussion pattern that's pulled up on it. Check it out. All right, so let's drop the kick and the snare on it real quick. That concludes the video, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you got something out of this video. I tried to cover a lot of topics in a small period of time, so hopefully everything made sense. The plugins that you saw used in this video, the links will be in the video description just in case you want to check those plugins out for yourself. If you have any questions on what you saw in this video, by all means, drop me a comment below. I'll try to help you guys out as much as I can. Speaking of help, now for the announcement. I'm proud to let you guys know that available effective immediately on my website, you now will be able to reserve me as your personal production coach. Yes, I'm gonna be providing you guys with live video help. You'll be able to go online on my website, fill out a small registration form, and you'll be able to book me personally. And I'll be able to sit down with you shoulder to shoulder via Skype, live in your home, live in your studio, and I'll help you one-on-one with your beat making process. We can make some nice beats, we can talk about music production, we can talk about the things that you see on my video, we can even talk about mixing and mastering. Anything that you guys need help with when it comes down to music production, I will give you one-on-one personal live help. This is a service that I've been offering for a while, but solely to the people that I know and the people that I make music with. But now it's available to you guys. As I said, you just fill out a small registration form found on my website. The link will be in the video description, and you guys will be able to book me live right in your studio. This is a service that I just wanted to offer to you guys simply because you guys have been so supportive in me and my music production. So whatever knowledge that I've gained over the years and over my music career, I'd like to share with you guys. So hit my website, book your live video session now, and I'll see you guys there. If you have not yet, please follow my Instagram at the Drank Kang, and also follow my Facebook page at facebook.com/Dungeon Palace Studios. I'm gonna be dropping a lot of content there, and I don't want you guys to miss out on that. Once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate the support. This is your boy DZD, aka the Drank Kang, Purple World Entertainment, and you are live inside the Dungeon Palace Studios. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.